Hello everyone, and welcome to AZ Languages. I'm Bella, and I'm very happy that you're here today. This is an English listening and shadowing practice lesson. You can use this lesson to improve your listening skills, your speaking skills, and your overall understanding of English. As you listen, try to repeat after me. Speak clearly and naturally. Don't worry if you miss a few words. Just keep listening and keep practicing. The more you practice, the easier it becomes. Are you ready? Let's begin. Today, I'm going to talk about living abroad. This is a topic that many people find interesting. Some people dream about moving to another country. Some people have already done it. Others are still thinking about it. Living abroad can be an exciting experience. It can also be a difficult experience. Like many things in life, it has both advantages and disadvantages. I lived abroad for several years myself. Because of that experience, I learned many valuable lessons. I experienced wonderful moments. I faced unexpected challenges. I learned a lot about other people, and I learned a lot about myself. So, today, I'd like to share some of those thoughts with you. Let's start with the positive side of living abroad. One of the greatest benefits is the opportunity to experience new cultures. When you move to another country, everything feels different. The food may be different, the language may be different, the traditions may be different, even simple daily routines can be different. At first, these differences may seem strange, but after some time, they become interesting. You begin to understand why people do things differently. You start learning about their history. You learn about their values. You learn about their way of life. And slowly, your understanding of the world becomes bigger. Before moving abroad, many people only know the culture of their own country. That is perfectly normal. But after living somewhere else, you realize there are many different ways to live. You realize that your way is not the only way. This can help you become more open-minded. It can help you become more understanding, and it can help you appreciate different perspectives. Another wonderful thing about living abroad is that every day feels like a learning experience. Even simple activities can teach you something new. Maybe you go to a local market. Maybe you take public transportation. You might hear people describe this feeling as having butterflies in your stomach. This is a common English expression. It means feeling nervous and excited at the same time. Many people experience butterflies before an important event. You might feel them before an exam. You might feel them before a job interview. You might feel them before giving a speech. And you will probably feel them when you move abroad. In fact, for some people, the butterflies feel huge. Everything around you is new. You don't know exactly what will happen next. Your future suddenly feels uncertain. But uncertainty is not always negative. Sometimes uncertainty means opportunity. Sometimes uncertainty means growth. Sometimes uncertainty means adventure. Living abroad is often one of the biggest adventures a person can experience. Another major advantage is personal growth. When you live in your home country, you usually have support around you. You know where to go when you need help. You know how things work. You understand the system. But when you move abroad, many familiar things disappear. You have to solve problems on your own. You have to figure things out. You have to become more independent. At first, this can feel difficult, but over time, it helps you become stronger. You become more confident. You become more adaptable. You learn how to handle unexpected situations. You learn how to stay calm when things don't go according to plan. These are valuable skills that can help you throughout your life. Another wonderful benefit is learning a foreign language. For language learners, this can be one of the most rewarding parts of living abroad. When you are surrounded by a language every day, you have many opportunities to practice. You hear conversations everywhere. You hear people speaking in shops. You hear people speaking on buses. You hear people speaking at work. You hear people speaking in restaurants. The language becomes part of your daily environment. Of course, simply hearing a language is not enough. Many people think they can move abroad and automatically become fluent. Unfortunately, language learning is usually more complicated than that. You still need to study, you still need to practice, you still need to make mistakes and learn from them. That is why I always encourage people to learn as much as possible before moving. Even basic knowledge can make a huge difference. If you understand common words and phrases, daily life becomes easier. You can ask questions. You can understand simple conversations. You can read signs. You can handle basic situations. Without this foundation, everything becomes much more difficult. Imagine arriving in a country where you understand absolutely nothing. People are talking around you, but you don't understand any of the words. You hear sounds, but they have no meaning. It can feel frustrating. It can feel lonely. It can even feel exhausting. That is why preparation is important. The better your language skills are before you arrive, the easier your adjustment will be. Once you have a basic understanding, real-life practice becomes extremely valuable. You begin recognizing words you've studied. You begin understanding conversations. You start noticing patterns. Little by little, your confidence grows. One day, you suddenly realize something amazing. You are having a conversation without translating every word in your head. You are understanding naturally. That moment feels incredibly rewarding. It reminds you that all your hard work is paying off. Learning a language can also help you connect with local people. When you speak someone's language, communication becomes easier. People often appreciate your effort. They may become more open and friendly. You can build stronger relationships. You can make local friends. You can participate more fully in everyday life. Language opens doors that would otherwise remain closed. Now let's discuss some of the challenges of living abroad. The biggest challenge for many people is being far away from family and friends. This is often the hardest part. When you move abroad, you leave behind the people who know you best. You leave behind your support system. You leave behind familiar faces. You leave behind places that feel like home. At first, the excitement of the move may distract you. Everything is new, everything is interesting, but eventually, homesickness can appear. Homesickness is a feeling of missing home. Many people experience it. It is completely normal. Sometimes homesickness appears during holidays. Sometimes it appears on birthdays. Sometimes it appears on ordinary days for no obvious reason. You suddenly miss familiar food. You miss familiar streets. You miss family traditions. You miss simple conversations with people you love. These feelings can be very powerful. Technology helps a lot. Today, we can stay connected more easily than ever before. We can send messages instantly. We can make video calls. We can share photos and videos. We can stay updated about each other's lives. This makes a huge difference. In the past, communication was much more difficult. Today, you can talk to your family almost every day if you want. Even so, technology cannot replace physical presence. You cannot hug someone through a screen. You cannot sit together at the same table. You cannot share the same room. For many people, this remains the most difficult aspect of living abroad. Another challenge is adapting to a different culture. Every country has different social rules. Some of these rules are obvious, others are subtle. Sometimes people communicate differently. Sometimes they express emotions differently. Sometimes they have different expectations about behavior. At first, these differences can cause confusion. You may accidentally break an unwritten rule. You may misunderstand a situation. You may feel embarrassed, but these moments are also learning opportunities. The more time you spend in the country, the more comfortable you become. You begin understanding local customs. You begin understanding social expectations. You gradually feel more at home. Still, there may be certain things that never fully feel normal to you. That is okay. You do not need to love every aspect of a culture in order to respect it. In my own experience, I adjusted fairly well. However, there were still some things that I found difficult. Sometimes services were slower than I expected. Sometimes people were less punctual than I was used to. Sometimes systems were less organized. These were not major problems, but they occasionally created frustration. Every country has strengths, every country has weaknesses. Your home country has strengths and weaknesses too. No place is perfect. That is an important lesson many people learn while living abroad. Another challenge can be building a new social circle. When you move somewhere new, you often know very few people. You may know nobody at all. Making friends as an adult can sometimes be difficult. Building relationships takes time. It requires patience. It requires effort. But it is worth it. Strong friendships can make a new country feel much more like home. Joining local activities can help. Language exchanges can help. Goodbye. Community groups can help. Volunteer work can help. Over time, many people create meaningful friendships that last for years. Living abroad can also teach you resilience. Things will not always go smoothly. Sometimes plans fail. Sometimes mistakes happen. Sometimes you feel discouraged. But every challenge teaches you something. Every obstacle helps you grow. Every problem you solve increases your confidence. You begin trusting yourself more. You realize that you are capable of handling difficult situations. That confidence often stays with you long after your time abroad ends. Looking back, many people say that living abroad changed their lives, not because everything was easy, but because the experience helped them grow. It taught them patience. It taught them adaptability. It taught them independence. It taught them empathy. It helped them understand the world in a deeper way. Living abroad is not always comfortable. It is not always easy. There will be good days. There will be difficult days. There will be moments of excitement. There will be moments of frustration. But for many people, the experience is worth it. The memories remain for a lifetime. The lessons remain for a lifetime. And the personal growth remains for a lifetime. Well, that's all for today's lesson. Thank you so much for listening and practicing with me. I hope you enjoyed this English shadowing exercise. Have you ever lived abroad? Would you like to move to another country someday? What country would you choose? Think about your answer and share your thoughts. I'd love to hear your ideas. Thank you again for joining me here on AZ Languages. Take care, keep practicing your English every day, and I'll see you in the next lesson.